Hi guys, welcome back. Well, lately I've been machining quite a few very thin pieces on the milling machine, and the trouble I've been having is that these are the widest parallels that I've got. I made these some time ago out of some old files that I had lying around, and machined them down and then finished them up on the surface grinder. But as I say, these are the widest ones that I've got. Now the jaws on this vise, they're just a touch over 2 inches in depth. So when you're trying to machine a thin piece, the parallels obviously don't bring it up high enough. So what I've been doing is a piece of HSS, just packing it up to bring it up so it's the surface is above the jaws. And it's a lot of messing around in it and miss and trying to find a different one. So I finally decided to make some wider ones. Now I picked up some farriers rasps that I believe will be wide enough. Once they've been machined down, they'll probably be 1/8 of an inch below these jaws. So I've had one in my heat treating oven, and it's been cooling down for a couple of days. So I'm going to get that out. Not sure the length of them, they're probably about 14 inches long, and these jaws are 6, so I should get 2 decent pieces out of one of those. Yeah, I'll have 3 files in here. Yeah, that's the widest one. So I may take that one down as well, but I think I've got some parallels that width. I might save those for something else, but this is the main one that I'm interested in. It's a nice width to it, and it's quite narrow as well, so I don't think that'll take a lot to knock that into 2 parallels. Yeah, well, that is 2 inches wide, so just below the top of the jaws there. So by the time I've machined these 2 surfaces down, I think those will be ideal then for holding some of the thinner material that I use. Yeah, I won't need to take a lot off those. Yeah, well that fine file is touching them now, so I think those are okay for machining now. I'll cut the tang off and this rounded surface. 6 inches of jaws, weren't we? So yeah, it's 14 inches long this, so I'll easily get 2 pieces out of that at 6 inches. We're on slightly overkill here, guys, I realise that, but I just want to experiment with these two face mills that I've got. They both take ceramic inserts. I think there's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 8 inserts on both. This one's slightly larger. This one takes the circular inserts, and I have used this in the past, and on hard materials it's superb. This one has a square insert in, so I've got some more material that I'm going to practice with. I just want to compare the two and see what kind of finish they leave with them, if there's any difference between the circular ones and the square ones. So I'm just going to take a light pass on this. I want to take as least as possible off these two surfaces, so it's just a matter of taking the teeth off, and then it'll be finished up on the surface grinder. But I'm going to use these two face mills just to see how they work, and then as I say later on, I'm going to put a larger piece of work in and just compare the two. But I'm going to give it a pass first of all with the square one. Yeah, we're just getting down to the bottom of the teeth now, so I'm going to carry it through at that. Well, on that first pass, guys, it's not quite bottomed out on the teeth. This side we're just about right, but obviously there's some difference in the width of the file. So I'm going to take one more pass at a slightly deeper cut. Not quite fully down to the bottom of the teeth, but I've got two nice straight edges there now to start doing the other side. That side will be finished off on the surface grinder now. But, depth wise, yeah, by the time of the sides I'm probably down about 1/4 of an inch. Now I've got two sides done, I might do one at a time now. Not even a scratch. That's some face now. Just going to put an on-rain mill in now, guys, just to score these two ends off. I might take them slightly nearer dimension on the surface grinder before I put them back into the heat treating oven. Once they've been in the heat treating oven, they'll go back on the surface grinder for a final tittle. But yeah, I'm just going to square these two ends off. Time to go back in the oven. Well guys, they both performed well there. It's just a piece of mild steel plate this. But certainly the, let me just wipe the crud off them. That's the circular, that's the finish that the circular inserts left. And then the opposite side, that is the one with the square inserts. Definitely feels rougher, that surface. You can see it's a mirror finish with the circular ones. But Yeah, that was interesting. That's the first time I've compared those two. But yeah, you see the circular ones. A superb finish with them. Excuse the handheld, guys, but we've got just over another 70 degrees to go. Just thought that might be of some interest to some of you. It's drawing 7.21 amps and it's using 1.75 kilowatts. Well, while I've got this piece in the vise, I've taken the large face mill out. I've got this 2-flute face mill with carbide inserts on, and some time ago I machined this down to fit into one of my side locks, but I've got a ER40 collet now that's the right size. It's a 20 to 19, that's the right size. So while I've got this piece in, I thought I'll just give this a try and compare it to the other two sides that I've done. Reasonable job, but nowhere near as nice as the circular ceramics. Well guys, they've been soaking at 765 degrees now for 2 hours, so I think they're well due for coming out now. I've got some oil that I'm going to quench them in. Condition wise they don't seem to be too bad, not taking too much of a battering, and there's no warpage in them, and they're still nice and straight, so let's see how hard they are now. Well, the file's just skipping over the top of them now. Well, I'm going to put these back in the oven now, guys, and temper them. They got up to 765 when I quenched them. I think I've just been looking online. I think need to be aiming for around about 450 to bring them down a touch, lose some of the brittleness. So I'm going to put them back in the oven, get it up to 450 and leave them at that for 2 hours, and let them just cool down slowly then. Well, it's 8 hours since I took these pieces out and quenched them, and I've just turned the controller on now, and we're still at 393 degrees after 8 hours, so it does take a long time to cool down. There's that much insulation in this oven. It's unbelievable how slowly it cools down. So I think, I'm no expert at tempering, I think it's still slightly too warm to put these back in. So I'm going to open the door slightly. I've opened the vent at the back. Oh. Still too warm to put your hand in. It's unbelievable. I'm going to leave the door open for 10-15 minutes. See what temperature it drops down to. Can't tell at the moment. The way this is wired up, there's a safety mechanism. Once you open the door, it cuts off the power supply. So I can't see what temperature it is now, but if I close it again, it will come back on. 392. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it open for 5-10 minutes, see what temperature we get there, and then I'm going to put these two pieces back in and bring it up to 450. Leave it at that for 2 hours, and then you just let them cool down slowly then, and up to that'll take some of the brittleness off them. Well, we're down to 300 now, so I'm going to chance putting them back in. Well, I've set it to 450 degrees now, guys, so once it reaches that temperature, we'll stay at that, and I'll leave it at that for 2 hours. Well, guys, it's been 450 degrees now for 2 hours, so I'm going to turn the oven off and just let it cool down on its own. It'll probably take a couple of hours before I can take them out. Yeah, I'm just going to do one edge on each of them. I don't think there's too much difference in them at the moment. Yeah, there's not a lot in it. I'm just going to do one edge on each of them, and then I'll mount the two together and take a pass with them both on. So that's one side done. Well, from end to end there, that's half a thou. You only have to go slightly off centre to get a different reading with it only being narrow. It's just over 1,000th difference in thickness on that. Well, overall guys, I'm quite happy with that. I think that's plenty near enough for what I need them for. Yeah, well, overall I'm very pleased with those guys. I think those will come in very handy. Yeah, they're probably 1/4 of an inch down from the top of the vice jaws. Maybe back to the automatons next guys, but I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching guys.